Hello everybody, welcome to the channel Lightworkers Together. This is Val. I hope you all are doing well and having a wonderful day. I wanted to come on and do a short video about gratitude. The title of this video is Gratitude, Gratitude, Gratitude. And it's something where every single day when I wake up, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything. I just want to share a short little story. Many of us, there are some people that are, as you know, of a positive nature. We tend to look on the positive side of things and just the way that we are made, right, or born, it tends to be a little easier for us to do that even in times of difficulty. And then there are those who are more of a pessimistic or negative mindset, and it's just very much more difficult for them to look at positive things. And I had something that had happened quite some time ago, and it was on my mind off and on. You know how sometimes something happens and then you're just kind of like, okay, I have to accept this. There's not really anything I can do about it. But I was talking to my daughter, and she was going through some difficulties. Like I said, this was some time ago, and she said, I can't be like you, Mama. I can't just make myself look on the positive side of something. And being a mom, as any of you know who are moms, the first thing you want to do is try and fix or correct something to make your child's life easier. And she basically said, you know, I'm just not wired that way. I'm not like you. I can't do it. And so it was something that was kind of always on the back of my mind. And then I heard this talk this one day, and I wish I could remember who it was by. I do not remember. But anyway, the whole gist of it was that what can people do when you are in a difficult place? And even as a very positive person, trust me, I have my moments in my days and have been going through challenging things, so I know where folks are coming from. But he said, whoever this was in this video, was a gentleman, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry about that, because I like to credit people. But he said, what do you do when you are in a very difficult time, or you are very depressed, or you are down, or let's just say you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, or whatever the case may be, right? How do you sort of bring yourself out of that and try and get back into a more positive flow of energy, a more positive mindset that just is better for you, for your health, for everything overall, right? Because you don't want to stay in that lower energy. And he said the fastest, easiest way to do that is with gratitude. And it's, for a lot of us, it is just our general way of being. You know, you're just grateful for, you know, everything, basically. And getting that sort of attitude of gratitude changes things. So, you know, and some people will say, well, you know, you don't know what my life is. I don't have anything to be grateful for. I promise you, you can find one thing. If you were able to wake up that day and you're breathing and living, you can be grateful to have another day on this planet, even if it just feels like hell on earth in this moment. The more we kind of take our focus off of the negative in whatever situation we happen to be in, and like I said, I've led no charmed life, so trust me, I understand. The more we can shift our focus from the negative to the positive, and just being grateful, you know, be grateful to Source, to the Creator, to the universe, to God, Allah, by whatever name you call your Creator. Just be grateful for whatever those things are. It can be small things. Just be like, I'm so grateful to get up today. I'm grateful the sun is shining. I'm grateful I've got shoes on my feet. I'm grateful I have water to drink. You know, you can be grateful. And the minute you start just sitting there and being in that state of gratitude, you all, it shifts everything, because you take your focus from the negative and you place it on the positive. Being grateful is a positive, high energy. So it's a good practice to get into every single day. but to be very sincere with it. You don't just want to, it's like some people do mantras, and mantras are good, but if there's no emotion and sincerity behind it, it's not going to be very beneficial to you. So it's the same with gratitude. Like, you need to, and sometimes I understand, you can just be so wrapped up in negative things that might be happening in your life, many times through no fault of your own, that it is difficult to make that shift, to turn things. But this is something, and much later I talked to my daughter about it, and it's kind of the same thing. It really helps shifting that focus at a time when you just can't focus on anything else. And we all know how it is. If you have a lot of things in your life, or even some major one big thing that is going wrong, that sucks all of your attention, doesn't it? It just puts all of your attention on that. So being grateful, having that attitude of gratitude, being in that state of gratitude completely shifts the attention, and just kind of keep your focus there and keep it there throughout the day, off and on. Whenever you feel yourself kind of being pulled back into lower energies, just be grateful. It's like, for those that watch some of my other videos know, like myself and my family, we were going through some tests and stuff, guys. It was some stuff, and we've all been through it. And it's just like, there were some days where I was just like, thank you God for this, thank you God for this, when I would immediately feel myself kind of starting to be pulled into the negative aspects of all the things that were happening. So I wanted to just do this video because, one, I am truly grateful just for everything. I'm grateful for this life. I'm grateful for every living thing. I'm grateful for this world. I'm grateful for any opportunities that I have to do anything that can be of service, to uplift one another. That's, if we can help lift each other up in those moments that we need it, it can make all the difference for ourselves and for others. You know what I mean? None of us were put on this planet to be by ourselves, right? We are walking this journey together. Actually, it's like we each have our own sort of mission, as it were, right? But we're walking this journey together. We may be at different places on the path, but we're all on the path. Even the people who are not, quote, awake, or who, don't really, that's not really their focus, we're still all on the path. They're on the path. Everybody is. We all are together. So gratitude is one of those things that is very uplifting. You can not just being grateful, to the Creator for everything, but to be grateful, and say thank you to the people who love you, to the people in your life, who do things for you all the time. It's like my dad helps me out with, I have a senior dog who will be, I just love her to pieces. She will be 17, guys, in October, the end of October. And he is so sweet. My dad, he helps me out with my dog while I'm working, which is just a huge thing for me, because without that assistance, it would make things really tough for me. So I am so truly grateful for my dad and all he does. And he's so cute, because he'll just be like, we're just two little old curmudgeons hanging out together. So he's kind of like doggy daycare for me. But anyway, to be grateful to the people we love and those that help us out, and just every little thing, you know what I mean? It makes a huge difference. So what I thought I would do, because I do like my cards too. I'm the card girl. I thought for this beautiful video about us just being so grateful. And I do want to say I am truly grateful for everybody on this channel, for anyone tuning in, for all the folks that leave just these amazing, uplifting, beautiful, positive comments that are just wonderful for everybody. I love that energy. I'm so appreciative of the opportunity just to do it. Just to be able to be here and to connect with you all is wonderful. So I am so grateful for you all, and I wish just that every good thing for all of you. So it's kind of like I said, when I come on, all the things I'm talking about have to do with my life experience or things that I have learned. And so in my experience, like the connection that we all have with each other, it helps. It makes a difference in our day. Sometimes it's one thing, like even for me, sometimes I might be like, woo, this day is a little bit of a challenge, right? And I'm going to stay in my state of gratitude, and then someone will just do a kind thing or say a kind word or smile and be nice. And that might be all you need for that particular day. So I just want to say thank you all so much. Trust me, I read every single comment. I respond to all the comments, and I appreciate you guys more than you know. So I thought what I would do with this little talk about gratitude, which is so important for all of us, is I laid out some cards. I picked some cards out random out of this box that I have. I'm going to show you this deck. It's beautiful. It's called Gratitude, Cultivate a Grateful Heart. 50 inspirational insight cards, and these are pretty awesome. They have I'll show you what the back says. It says, a grateful heart is a great heart. It attracts to itself great things, by Plato. So these are different quotes from all kinds of people, famous people, historical people, etc., etc. So I just randomly pulled these out, these 12, and I didn't even choose 12. It's so funny because my little area I have here exactly holds the number of cards, you guys, that I randomly pulled out, which is always so cool when stuff like that happens. So I'm going to flip them over and I'm just going to go through them because these are awesome reminders. And if you guys are having a tough day, you can always click back on this video and read one of these cards. Just, you can even do it as a positive affirmation for yourself, and because I do too, and it helps me a lot, believe me. So this one says, acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance, by Eckhart Tolle. And I love Eckhart Tolle. You can, if you have never heard him give a talk about anything or read his books, like I think The Power of Now is one. They're really good. He has a YouTube channel right under his name, and you can listen into his stuff. It's really good. But this is true. Acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. So it's kind of the thing that, you know, what you put out energetically is what you get back. So the more grateful we are for what we have, the more the universe sends into us. It's a beautiful cycle. And our next one is, when I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around, by Willie Nelson. That's a beautiful one. And this is so true. Having an attitude of gratitude has changed many people's lives. Let's see. And next we have, happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude, by Dennis Waitley. I don't know who that is, but that's really beautiful. And it's kind of what I always say when I talk to my family about anything and we're discussing things, and I talk about, you know, we all want abundance of all kinds in our lives, and we are worthy of that, and we deserve it. You know, God wants us to be abundant, but I have never been materialistic. To me, the things that have the highest value, true value, are the things that no amount of money can buy you, right? And that's love and happiness, respect, gratitude, you know, honesty, integrity, all of those beautiful things. You can have them. Those are riches beyond measure. But we can have that financial abundance too, y'all. So keep manifesting. But anyway, that's beautiful. So this one says, at times our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. Albert Schweitzer. That's beautiful. And that's what I was saying earlier about, you know, the little things that we do sometimes for others can make the difference. Like even me, I had one kind of challenging day, and I was reading some comments from you guys, and it just really lifted me up. It touched my heart, and it really helped me. So we can light that flame. We can light the path for each other. That's what we're meant to do. All right, we have gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more, by Melody Beatty, I think it is, Beatty. I'm going to read this one again. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. And that's how I feel about it. Like when you start going down and listing everything that you're grateful for, a lot of times you're like, wow, I have so much to be grateful for in my life. I am so happy with what I have in my life, whether that's emotional things, material things, spiritual things, whatever it happens to be. But the more, like I said, the more grateful we are, the more God brings into our life. Our next one is, wake at dawn with a winged heart and give thanks for another day of loving. Khalil Gibran. That's beautiful. And that's how I feel. I'm like, to me, everything is about love. Love is the power of source, of our creator, just pure, beautiful, unconditional love. So every day, that we can wake up and live another day to just spread that beautiful love is something to be truly grateful for. All right. And I hope most of you do wake up happy every single day. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for, by Epicurus. That's so cool. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. And this is so true. A lot of us, we can look back at our lives, at things, and think, wow, that was something that I always wanted. I remember dreaming about that, or I remember hoping for it, wishing for it, praying for it, and now it's a part of my life. So I think that's a beautiful thing. It's like, even with me, one of the things that I was like really wishing, hoping, and praying for and putting out to the universe was to be close to my family again. And then magically he just brought us all back together, which was, even my brother was like, and he's just a pessimistic person. Even he was like, yeah, this is strange. He's like, if we would have tried to plan this wouldn't have worked out. So God works in wonderful and mysterious ways. And we have, gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. The more you express gratitude for what you have, the more likely you will have even more to express gratitude for, by Zig Ziglar. And this is what we were saying. This is so true. It's like, the more we make gratitude a part of our everyday life, the more the universe brings in for us, the more blessed we are, and the more we have to be grateful for, the more we have to share with others. So it's just a beautiful cycle, guys. And we have, give thanks for a little and you will find a lot, which is a Hausa proverb. I've never heard of that, but I love that. Give thanks for a little and you will find a lot. I agree with that, because it's like, when we are grateful for all the things in our life, the universe has a way of blessing us and bringing in things that just blow our mind. They're beyond what we could dream of or even expect, so much better than what we would choose for ourselves. In moments of surprise, we catch at least a glimpse of the joy to which gratefulness opens the door. Brother David Steindl Rast. That's beautiful. In moments of surprise, we catch at least a glimpse of the joy to which gratefulness opens the door. That's beautiful. And I feel like it's the truth of, anytime you get some beautiful, pleasant surprise, you're just filled with this truly thankful, grateful energy. So that's an energy to try and be in as much as we can, you all. If the only prayer you say in your life is thank you, that would suffice. By Meister Eckhart. Another Eckhart. How cool is that? This is beautiful and so true. If the only prayer you say in your life is thank you, that would suffice. That's beautiful. Alrighty, and our last one, give thanks for unknown blessings are already on their way. And this is a Native American saying. Give thanks for unknown blessings are already on their way. And this is so much the truth. The more we stay in that beautiful, sincere, loving, grateful energy, we are going to be blessed. Blessings are coming. And there are things, like, a lot of times we can't see it. We can be in a really stressful or difficult or challenging time, and we don't realize that literally an hour from then, our whole lives can change. A day from then, a week from then, a month from then, our entire lives and our situations, whatever it happens to be, can alter into something so beautiful and positive, far beyond what we could hope for ourselves. So, I'm going to wrap up this little talk here. It's so important, though. It's so important, and it means so much to me, and I know it means so much to so many of you as well, to just, stay in that beautiful place of gratitude, as they say, that attitude of gratitude, that loving energy of just being thankful for all that we have in our lives, and, let the universe do its work and bring more in. The more we have, the more we have to share with others. So it's just a beautiful cycle, and I hope that cycle continues for everybody. And if you're going through something challenging, just remember to put yourself in that state of gratitude and help turn your energy around so that you have better days. Every day is like a clean slate. Even when we have those challenges that kind of linger on or follow on for a period of time, every day is a clean slate and a chance to be in that better energy to help turn things around. So I'm going to leave that there. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm so grateful for everybody. I wish you all so much love, peace, and unity. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.